So I am here, nice and primped and ready to go for a new video for you. You know what? Why don't I wake up at 7? Why don't I go to the gym? Why don't I get a good breakfast? Why don't I do some like meditation, some yoga, some journaling, some devotionals, like anything? Cohesion? You're just gonna be unhappy that you didn't have a cupcake, and then you're gonna crave 12 cupcakes. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So this video is gonna be a little bit different. We're actually sitting. That's a first. But I really felt compelled today to make a video all about self-care while you are in college. So I think this is such an important thing, and it took me a really long time to figure out like a really healthy balance between school and social life and family and still getting the most out of college, but also not like killing myself with like stress while doing it. So I am here, nice and primped and ready to go for a new video for you. So I have them written down on my phone. It's just gonna be like 5 really quick tips. I don't want to like drag this on too much because I mean they're all like pretty self-explanatory, but I think that they're definitely things that everyone should live by whenever you're in college, because college is freaking hard. Let me just tell you, it is. I know, like, okay, like I'm only in college, I haven't really like lived that much. Like college is the hardest thing I've ever done in my entire life, and not even like the schoolwork is hard. Literally the hardest thing about college, sorry this is loud, the hardest thing about college is figuring out a healthy balance and like how to manage your time and manage yourself while in school. Like it's so hard. So without further ado, so they don't really like fit together in any like specific order, but I did try to make them at least like work with the next one, if that makes sense, kind of like cohesion. So the first one is, if you are failing to plan, then you are planning to fail. And with that, I mean, you have to like literally set out time for everything you want to do. If you want to work out, you better plan when you're going to work out the next day and what you're going to wear, because that just makes it a little bit easier. But plan out when you're going to do that and make sure you set like schedule times for everything. If you're going to study for a test, make sure you plan to have like 2 or 3 hours a day studying for that test until the test. If you think that you're gonna hang out with your friends one day, you better plan that you're gonna hang out with them. Otherwise, you're going to either just like let it go by the wayside, or you're going to push off like your test or your quizzes or your homework to go hang out with your friends, and that's not good either. So if you do not plan, then you are just planning to fail. Okay, so exercise. This is super important. People always say you're either gonna gain 15 pounds or lose 15 pounds. And I think it really just comes down to like how you eat, honestly. But in college, you will walk a lot. I don't care what college you go to. There, if you have classes on campus, you will be walking a ton. And I definitely realized this with COVID, that I did not realize I was walking like 5 or 6 miles a day just going to class. Like that is nuts. But it is definitely something that will like easily replace going to the gym if like you don't go to the gym every single day. And literally back then, like last December, okay, I thought I was like inactive. I was like, I'm not an active person. Like I just don't have that much, like I'm not really burning that much calories during the day, like whatever. I stopped doing that. She put on the weight, okay? So yes, like you will walk a ton. And I think that even like don't underestimate how much exercise you're getting every day just by walking, because I thought it was huge. Honestly, I think that if you're just walking and like let's just say like 2 miles a day, 3 miles a day just going to class, then that's like a really good exercise. At least you're getting your body moving. It would be great to have a little bit more, but I mean honestly, if you're just starting out and like that is your exercise for the day, that's fine too. Next will be waking up early. I know there's a lot of people who are more like night owls and not really like early morning people. By early, I mean like 8 or 9 a.m. A lot of classes, especially like freshman classes, you don't really get to pick like all that many because they have like set times or whatever. But if you can, like get it to work with your schedule. But I think personally, this works out for me really good. Waking up at like 7:30, that already makes me in a good mood. I'm already ready for the day. I'm like ready to smash it, ready to knock it out. I don't feel as sluggish throughout the day, which is so weird. Like, it's just, like, you would think I would be like a zombie if I wake up at 7:30, but no. Personally, I need like 6.5 to 7 hours to sleep, and I'm like good to go. But I think waking up early, it makes your days really long. It makes you sleep really good the next night, and it makes you feel so productive. And also, like, I don't know how everybody else feels about this, but whenever I get on Instagram at like 10 a.m. when I just wake up and people posted 3 hours ago, like, and they were at the gym, I'm like, I just got out of bed. And that makes me feel not the best, because I'm like, you know what? Why don't I wake up at 7? Why don't I go to the gym? Why don't I get a good breakfast? Why don't I do some like meditation, some yoga, some journaling, some devotionals, like anything? And I think that those morning hours, like literally just from like 8 a.m. to 10, like just those 2 hours, you can set the tone for your entire day. Like, you can journal, you can have some time with God, you can plan out your day. Even if that's all you want to do, wake up 30 minutes earlier than you normally do. Wake up at like, I don't know, like 9:30, and just plan out your day. So at least you have like a structured schedule, what you want to get done. And I think that can like literally make all the difference to your day. Okay, so the next kind of goes in with like a couple of the other ones, but this is sleeping and eating. You have to sleep and you have to eat well in college. And this is like the top tip to, I believe, like just like basic self-care, okay? It's your basic needs. You have to eat, you have to sleep. Whenever it comes to sleeping, if you have, okay, for example, I've done this way too many times. If you have a test at like 10 a.m. the next day and you're cramming, studying until 11 p.m., 12 a.m., 1 a.m., you're not learning anything. You might as well just go to bed. Honestly, I have this thing that like if you don't know it by 10 p.m. the night before the test, you're not gonna know it. You're not gonna remember it. You're gonna be tired. You're gonna be half asleep when you're trying to study it. You're not gonna remember the information anyways. So like, why not sleep and at least not have like really bad brain fog during your test, you know? That's kind of what I think. Eating well is kind of like paired with like exercise and everything. But eating well and just giving your body like, it doesn't have to be anything like crazy. Just don't eat ice cream for breakfast. Don't eat candy all the time. But like have at least, I would say at least one meal, which is really good for freshmen though, because if you have a dining plan, then you're probably set. But if you don't, then have at least one meal that is like actual nutrition, has actual substance. Like have some chicken, some vegetables, just like something. Even if you literally have like a huge bowl of fruit and a salad and some chicken, like perfect. But don't restrict yourself from eating other things, because then you're just gonna be unhappy that you didn't have a cupcake, and then you're gonna crave 12 cupcakes, and then that will be, you're gonna eat all 12 of those cupcakes, and then that's gonna be your meal for the day. Trust me, I would know. But that's what I have to say about eating well. Just make sure you eat regularly, you eat well. I know that in college, like sometimes you're gonna get so stressed out, you're gonna be so busy, you're gonna forget to eat. It happens to me a lot. But you just have to like always like think to yourself like, you know, maybe I'm not just thirsty, maybe I'm kind of hungry. So definitely try to keep up with how much you're eating. Definitely don't undereat. Also don't overeat, because whenever you're studying you can overeat there too. But just don't restrict yourself. Eat when you can, eat well, at least one meal a day, and you'll be good. All right, so last but certainly not least, probably the most important tip I could give you while you're going into college, or while you're in college, or while you're finishing your last year in college. Do not only focus on school. Like, that is the key thing. I know you're here for school. I know that school will captivate so much of your time, but you have to realize that yes, you're here for school, but that's not the only thing that's here, you know? So like you have to make relationships with friends. You have to get a job. Like go make friends at your work. Go to the gym because that's really fun. Make time to have new experiences, because like college is such a growing point in your life that you will look back and be like, well dang, I really wish I went to that party. I really wish that like I hung out with my friends that night, but like instead I was studying some flashcards of a test that I still failed. So you might as well go to the party, go to the movie, go get some drinks with your friends, go eat with your friends, like just hang out. And like just know that school is hard for everyone, but that's not all college is. College is not just getting straight A's. I mean, I hope you do, I really do, but it's not only getting straight A's. It's about like growing as a person, like learning new experiences as an individual, and just shaping yourself to be the best that you can in all stages of life after college. I think that is like most important. And definitely just don't like, because I've done this before for sure, like my first like year and a half of college, I literally went to the gym, went to school, went to the gym, went to school, went to the gym, went to school, went to the gym, went to school. That is it. That's literally all I did. And I think that it would have been way more beneficial to just like open up, get out of my comfort zone, hang out with more people, and just like venture out really, because that's what's gonna shape you, and that's like the experience that you need to have to grow. Whether it's bad relationships, you need those too. Whether it's bad friends, you need those to know what you don't like, and you just need to make those. And honestly, you're gonna have a lot more good experiences than bad experiences for sure. So those are my 5 tips to survive college, some little self-care hacks, if you will, to get through college. These are super important, and I think that everyone needs to know them. Definitely things that I did not think about before coming to college, and since I have learned them now, it is honestly like life-changing. So if I could have known these 4 years ago, I would have loved to. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Hope y'all come back on Monday to check out my next video for Vlogmas, and I hope y'all have a great weekend. Bye. Love y'all.